EFL Championship Derby County vs Hull City prediction, team news, lineups preview. Two sides separated by a single point in the middle of the championship table will do battle at Pride Park on Saturday, as Derby County welcome Hull City. The teams each played out draws in midweek, leaving the hosts 12th on 14 points and the visitors 15th in a tight mid-table. Match preview. Derby County returned to action on Saturday, aiming to continue a pleasing start to their championship campaign, having quickly adjusted to life back in England's second tier. From their first 11 outings, the Rams have collected 14 points, having particularly excelled on home turf, with all 4 of their victories coming from their 5 outings at Pride Park, having gone into the international break on the back of the most recent of those, a 2-0 triumph over Queen's Park Rangers following 3 straight defeats. Paul Warren's side headed into consecutive away games on their return after losing each of their first 4 road fixtures, and they stopped that run against Millwall at the weekend. The Rams eventually drew that game in disappointing fashion, despite an encouraging display, as Mihailo Ivanovic drew the hosts level at a goal apiece 5 minutes from time after Jerry Yates's opener, before most recently visiting fellow promoted side Oxford United on Tuesday and leaving with a share of the spoils in another 1-1 draw thanks to Nathaniel Mendes-Lang's 55th minute equalizer. Now returning to Derbyshire with the league's 6th strongest home record, Derby County will aim to make it 5 wins from 6 league games at Pride Park to further strengthen their position in the top half of England's second tier on Saturday. Their visitors, meanwhile, make the trip at the weekend, aiming to build on a relatively pleasing away record thus far in what has been a tricky start to the season under the new management of Tim Walter. After missing out on the playoffs by the barest of margins last time around, the Tigers currently sit 15th in the championship, having earned 13 points from their first 11 matches. Indeed, 7 of those points have come from their 5 games on the road, including 3-1 triumphs away at Stoke City and Queen's Park Rangers as part of a 3-match winning run across September and October, only to suffer a 4-0 beating at Norwich City heading into the break. Then returning to action on 12 points from 9 outings, the Yorkshire outfit failed to correct their form at home to Sunderland on Sunday, suffering a 1-0 defeat following Wilson Isidore's goal on the hour mark, before most recently hosting playoff-chasing Burnley on Wednesday and taking a creditable point from a 1-1 draw, having gone ahead through Xavier Simons and been pegged back by a Zian Fleming leveler 13 minutes from time. With plenty of positives to take from that improved result, Hull City now head back out on the road, aiming to end their 3-match wait for a 4th victory of the season, with the chance to quickly climb through the mid-table pack into the top half. Team news. Derby County continue to deal with several injuries heading into Saturday's meeting, with key midfielder David Ozo sidelined alongside Liam Thompson, Ryan Nyambe, and Jake Rooney. Paul Warren will field a similar starting 11 from the midweek draw with Oxford United, with Ben Osborne, Ibu Adams, and Kenzo Gabman again likely to line up in the midfield in Ozo's absence. Marcus Harness will compete to return in an attacking role, but Corey Blackett-Taylor and Nathaniel Mendes-Lang should again get the nod either side of frontman Jerry Yates, while Curtis Nelson and Iron Cashin will partner up at the heart of a back 4. Hull City should head to Pride Park without winger Liam Miller, who was forced off early on in their midweek draw with Burnley, while Dogukan Sinek, Ryan Longman, Marvin Melham and Finley Burns could all remain out of action. Competition is still rife for attacking spots, though, with Chris Bedia, Abdulkader Omar, Abu Kamara and Casey Palmer all fighting to start after Miller, Joao Pedro, and Bachir Balumi were preferred on Wednesday. Elsewhere, Oscar Zambrano could rejoin Regan Slater and Xavier Simons in the midfield, while summer signing Charlie Hughes will again get the nod alongside Alfie Jones at the heart of a back four. Derby County possible starting lineup: Zetterstrom, Wilson, Nelson. Cashin, Elder, Osborne, Ozo, Gabman, Mendez-Lang, Yates, Blackett-Taylor. Hull City possible starting lineup: Pander, Coyle, Hughes, Jones, Drama, Simons, Slater, Zambrano. Balumi, Bedia, Kamara. We say, Derby County 2-1 Hull City. With Derby County having excelled at home so far this season and the visitors yet to truly click under Tim Walter, we back Derby County to earn another 3 points and continue their pleasing start to the term. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.